They told me the job was simple: night shift security at a remote government facility. No physical contact, just monitoring surveillance feeds and logging anomalies. I needed the money. I didn't ask questions. My first night, a man in a gray uniform handed me a typed sheet of rules. His hands were trembling as he passed it over. "Memorize these," he said. "Your life depends on it." I laughed nervously. He didn't. Rules for night security. Facility 47, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. 1. Never enter Sector C. 2. If the intercom beeps 3 times at once, say your full name aloud. 3. If you see a man in a lab coat smiling at the camera, turn off monitor 6 for exactly 6 minutes. No more, no less. At 3:17 a.m., a woman will knock on the break room door. She's not real. Don't respond. The emergency phone will ring only once. If you answer it, resign by morning. 6. Do not drink from the water fountain after 2 a.m. 7. If you hear whispering in the stairwell, file an anomaly report, but never investigate. 8. Should you see your own face on any monitor, leave the building and don't return. "What happens if I mess up?" I asked, trying to mask the unease creeping in. The man didn't answer. He just got in his car and drove into the desert. That first night started quietly. Cold, dim halls, buzzing fluorescents. I reviewed the rules a dozen times. By 1 a.m., I almost convinced myself they were just hazing tactics, the government's idea of a sick joke. But at 1:42 a.m., Monitor 6 glitched. A man in a lab coat appeared, standing in a dark hallway. He was smiling directly into the camera, teeth clenched, unblinking. I froze. The rule number 3. I turned off Monitor 6 and started counting. My hands were shaking. The silence of that 6-minute countdown felt like eternity, like time itself didn't want to move. When I turned it back on, the hallway was empty, but the man in the lab coat was now on Monitor 4. There was no rule for that. I turned them all off. Night 2. Rule number 4 came true. At exactly 3:17 a.m., someone knocked on the break room door. Software. Polite. Rhythmic. I sat completely still. A female voice followed. "Hey, anyone in there? I need help." The door handle jiggled. Then, knock, knock, knock. She kept saying the same phrase, looping it, each time with more urgency. "Hey, anyone in there? I need help." I put my hands over my ears. After 10 minutes, the voice faded. I waited another 30 minutes before leaving the room. Outside, the door was a sticky, dark red handprint smeared down the wall. Night 4. That was the night I broke a rule. The emergency phone rang. Once. It startled me so badly, I answered on reflex. "Hello?" There was only static, until a voice whispered, "You should not have picked up." The line went dead. I didn't resign. I should have. Night 5. Rule number 8. I saw my face on Monitor 2. I was sitting in the security chair, right where I already was. But on screen, my doppelganger was grinning, slowly turning its head toward the camera. I grabbed my keys and bolted, just like the rule said. As I fled the building, I passed the mirror by the front exit. The reflection didn't move. Night 7. Sector C. I had nightmares about it. In my dream, it was a tunnel of flickering lights and muffled sobbing, something scratching the floor. I asked my supervisor the next evening what was in Sector C. He didn't answer. He just handed me a sealed envelope and said, "If you ever step inside, open this immediately." I asked what was in it. He said, "Instructions for dying clean. Final night." I should have quit long before this. That night, the whispering in the stairwell started early, before midnight, louder than before. I filed the anomaly report, sat back down, and prayed for morning. At 2:33 a.m., the lights cut out. All of them. My monitors flickered. A message replaced every feed. "You broke the rule." The emergency phone rang again. This time, it wouldn't stop. I unplugged it. It kept ringing. And then, someone opened the front door. No one ever uses that door. On the monitors, I saw him walk in. The man in the lab coat. The same smile, the same stare. Only this time, he wasn't on camera. I could hear his footsteps echoing through the hallway outside. I turned off the monitors and opened the envelope I was given. Inside was a single line: "Don't run. Don't scream. Let it end." I didn't follow that rule either. I ran. I'm writing this from a motel 2 states away. I haven't slept. Every screen I turn on, hotel TV, my phone, the gas station pump, eventually glitches into my face, smiling. I don't think I left the facility. I think it left with me. Thanks for watching Cryptic Chronicles. If you love eerie stories and creepy tales, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.